What's the standout here, Shrakes, for you out of the quarterbacks?
I think Kirk Cousins is the perfect fit for Minnesota. I thought it was the perfect situation for a team, perfect situation for a player. They had contracts that are expiring next year and last year, but this year the only free agent was Jerick McKinnon, who appears to be going to the San Francisco 49ers that they were really concerned about. So now they get Cousins, and it's like, we were good last year. We were really good last year. We went to the NFC Championship game, but are we ever going to get over the hump with what we have in-house? They go for it. They roll the dice. I love the fit. And now I think it turns on to Kirk Cousins and his plate, right? For years, it's always been, oh, this just scrappy guy from Holland, Michigan, who wasn't recruited heavily and goes to Michigan State as the third quarterback. And then fourth-round pick, backing up RG3. And it's him or Colt McCoy. There are no more excuses. You are one of those dudes. You are the dude. And you are now the guy that everyone, for a franchise that has waited so long to win a Super Bowl ring. They've never been to a Super Bowl since the 70s. This is the guy. They finally have him, and it's for 3 years. You better get one in that time.
That's not guaranteed, right? We've got 80+ something million guaranteed, no team guaranteed to make it to the Super Bowl.
God, those numbers are insane. And I look at it the other way, like we talked about where he was going to go. Minnesota was perfect for him. You know, Kirk Cousins is really, really rich now. And when you're really rich and you buy a house, there's a term called turnkey. It's turnkey. Everything's there. You don't need to put in a coat closet, spackle, crown molding. It's the perfect house in the perfect time. The only thing wrong with it is there's another house on that block that is owned by Jeffrey Lurie, who has a nicer, bigger house and just blew the doors off your house last week. That's to your point. We didn't have the Eagles. And by the way, the Eagles have gotten better this week, too. We couldn't hang with the Eagles. They destroyed us. We need to get better. We cannot run back the same house. It's pretty cool that it ended up that way, and I feel like those two houses are going to hit it again.
But that's just it, though. They have everything. It's fully furnished. The backyard looks well. The basement is done, and now he walks in, and the house is there for him to own. What do you do with it moving forward? But I do love that. Going back to your point, Strays, you talk about the Minnesota Vikings, and I made the comparison to the Golden State Warriors, firing Mark Jackson as a coach. And everybody saying, what are you doing? You got so close. You guys are almost there to the finals. I mean, you got all the players. Why are you firing the main piece, the guy that everybody needs, which is your head coach? And you're thinking the same thing. Why would you move on from Case Keenum, who had an amazing
It ain't
year?
broke.
It ain't broke. Don't fix. And here's the thing. He could have went out and had an amazing year next year with the Vikings, with the chemistry that they had. But the Vikings said, no. We thought that we were close, but what's going to take us there is Kirk Cousins. Now, who knows what the future will hold?
Careful what you wish for.
But I love the fact that they went for it. I love the fact that they were bold and made that move. But there's no more excuses. Kirk, you have everything. Aside, like I said before, aside from Drew Brees, Kirk Cousins has the most ready win now. Not ready win regular season. I'm talking about ready win now team. Of course, you got to mention the Philadelphia Eagles, but I keep them in their own space because they're Super Bowl champs.
NFC, obviously. And I would just make a quick point that, you know, you always think about these connections, and McVay and Cousins had so much success together, and Kyle Shanahan. John DeFilippo made wine out of water from guys like Jamarcus Russell and Johnny Manziel. And last year was the quarterbacks coach for Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, Nate Sudfeld. He's never had a quarterback as good as Kirk Cousins. This could be even better than we've seen from Kirk. We could see the best football yet to come. That's what excites me about this fit.
It's a lot of money. They had to do it. He was going to get paid. I like the fact that he did turn down money from Jets. More money. It means his head's in the game. It's not all about getting paid. He has money. He's going out for a legacy and wants a ring. The team's built to win now, but are they the favorite in the NFC? No, that's the Eagles. They just won a Super Bowl. Let's give them respect. Are they the favorite to dethrone them? I'd still say it's the Saints now, who have more collectively together. And they didn't throw a new quarterback into the mix, which is what the Vikings just did.
And I can say this with damn sure. The Saints have a better quarterback than the Vikings do. I love Kirk Cousins. Drew Brees is the truth. I think it's the Saints,
They're losing Kenny Vaccaro. Their whole team's coming back pretty much, too.
And here's another thing we have to keep in mind. As much as we love Kirk Cousins, there's been some moment in some big games that people say, Kirk, you didn't rise to the occasion. Now, every game is that game this year.
I can't name you a game where he did rise to the occasion. There was a Monday night game last year, Sunday game against the Raiders. You liked that game. It was a Week 6 win over the Buccaneers.
I know, it's true.
Kirk Cousins has never won a big game. He had 2 opportunities 2 years ago.
To get in.
He did.
Everybody
was waiting.
Against the Panthers, and he lost on a Sunday night. And then the next week, it was against the Giants on a Sunday playing their backups at home, and Cousins couldn't get it done. There is no... This ain't Aaron Rodgers we're talking about here.
But the thing, we're already picking him apart, and the ink isn't dry.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the expectation when you sign that kind of a deal.
There you go. And that's what comes with it.
We'll see how it shakes out.